Hello there, I am going to show you how to set up the Kali Linux environment for hacking WordPress or any other site. That means for pen testing. So here I am using Windows 10 as primary operating system in my computer. So I will install some other operating system when needed in VMware software. So first of all, I will show you how to install the Kali Linux, because Kali Linux is needed to test the WordPress site vulnerability and others. Many of the hacking tools are all predefined or pre-installed in a package in Kali Linux PC. So hackers in the world mostly like Kali Linux operating system. Here I will show how to install the Kali Linux PC for the beginners. I will show the easiest steps. There are several methods to install Kali Linux, but I will show in normal way. Okay. First of all, you have to install the VMware in your computer. So I have installed VMware in my computer, and then click on Home, and now I will install the Kali Linux machine. Keep in mind that you have to download the ISO file from Offensive Security. You can download the Kali Linux file by searching on Google. This is the official website of Kali Linux. So the URL is kali.org/downloads. From here you can download several packages. I have downloaded the Kali Linux 64-bit ISO file direct, which is located in my hard disk. So I will show how to install it now. First of all, after opening your virtual orchestration, click on create new virtual machine, then click next, and from the new virtual machine wizard you have to select your ISO file. So select installer disk image file ISO, browse, and select the downloaded Kali Linux ISO file, and then click on next, and also select guest operating system as Linux, and then click on next, and give the virtual machine name here. So I will give the name as Kali here. You can also see that here is the location of your installation file. You can also change the location directory if you wish, but I do not prefer you to change. Keep it as default. Then click on next. Here is the option for how much space you want to define for your virtual machine. So I will define here 15 GB for the Kali Linux machine, and then click on next, and after all settings just click on finish. So see here, there is another machine named Kali in your virtual machine my computer list, and also you can also see the configuration of your Kali Linux machine here. Memory 5 on 2 MB, processor 1. So if you want to change any configuration from here, then just right click on the machine name and then settings. So I will increase the RAM from here to 2 GB and click OK. And now I have 2 GB memory on my Kali Linux machine, processor 1, hard disk, CD drive, etc. Okay, and see there the network adapter already in NAT mode. If you use this NAT mode, you will get automatically internet connection from your mother computer if it has any internet connection. So Now click on power on this virtual machine, and it will open your Kali Linux machine. See here, here is the virtual machine window, and if you want to go into the Kali Linux machine, just click here, and then scroll down by lower arrow key and select graphical installation. Okay, and then it will start installation. But here you also see that the Kali Linux virtual orchestration is showing here. So if you want to go to the full screen, so you have to press Ctrl and Alt key at the same time, and your mouse will be released from there, and then click enter full screen mode. Okay, and if you then click in here, it will automatically get into the Kali Linux machine, and then select the language as English, then continue, select the territory area, then key map, and it will automatically detect and install the Kali Linux. Okay, it is loading the components from the ISO file. After the installation, you have to change some configuration on your Kali Linux machine. I will show all on step by step. And now in the screen it is showing the network configuration automatically. You do not need to do anything. When you need to do anything, I will indicate here. Okay, now here is asking for the host name, so I will keep it default as Kali, then click on continue, and then asking for domain name. I am using here JBS as domain name, then click continue. Okay, it is asking for password. I am using here 123 as password, 123 as password. You can use any password as you wish, then click on continue. It is now setting up the clock and getting time from the mother computer. Okay, now from here I will select Pacific and click on continue. It is now detecting the hard disks and loading additional components. Okay, if you are new to Kali Linux, then I will suggest you to use guided, use entered hard disks. Okay, and you can use LVM, logical volume management system, and manual. If you want to use the several partition and several home folder, in that case you can use manual method, and for advanced you can use logical volume management system. But I will show here the easy process, guided, and use enter hard disk, and then click continue. Here is showing that the total hard disk space what I selected during the configuration of Kali Linux. Okay, then click on continue, and here if you wish you can use separate home folder, var folder, and temp folder, but I will suggest you, as if you knew, then use all files in one partition. Okay, then click on continue, and then it is asking for finish partitioning, write changes to disk, then click continue, select yes, continue, and then it will copy data to hard disk. It may take several minutes. In the meantime, I am telling you something about the Kali Linux. If you use Kali Linux, you will get some hacking tools predefined or pre-installed in Kali Linux machine, and also the Kali Linux operating system is mainly designed for hacking related purpose. Uh, Today I am installing Kali Linux for the main purpose of hacking WordPress site. I will show step by step how to hack WordPress site, and how to get vulnerability, and how to do pen testing on different types of software applications, operating systems, hardware based attack, etc. So uh, here for the I am installing the Kali Linux here in VMware for the learning method. But when you will learn a little bit more, then I will suggest you to install Kali Linux in a separate computer and directly as operating system, not in a virtual machine. In virtual machine you will get some limitations, but if you use in direct this as a direct operating system, then it will get you will get some more advantage. So sometimes you may need Windows operating system, and sometimes may Kali Linux. Some tools are available for Windows and some tools are for Linux. So in that case you may install 2 or 3 operating system as per your need in your own computer by dual boot system. In that case you have to install it directly beside the Windows operating system. So when you will start your computer, it will ask for operating system who is on you want to start. I have here installed also Ubuntu operating system in my hard disk directly. So when I turn on my computer, it asks for selecting operating system Windows, Ubuntu or Kali Linux. I use anyone who is needed when. So it is now copying data to disk. Uh, you have to wait until the process complete. Okay. One thing I think I should say that in the Kali Linux machine there are default repositories. So it's not the software installation method in Kali Linux and also Linux based kernel, that means Unix based operating system is different. Some software needs to install directly from repository. Here repository means the total where the repo server, and it has also a repository link from where the software will be downloaded or installed or package will be installed. So here the package list listed in etc, then apt, and then source list. So by default the Kali Linux has a source list, but sometimes it doesn't work. In my practical life I have seen that sometimes if I want to install some package, it not able to install that. In that For that you have to make some changes in your repository list. You will find the repository list under the /etc/apc apt, and then the source dot list files. I'll show after installing the operating system how to change the repository and what you need to insert there. So just wait until the installation complete. I will show how to do that. One thing I want to mention here that if you have any experience with Unix based operating system, then it will bring some advantage in Kali Linux. Also Kali Linux is the modification of Debian, and the command of Debian, Kali Linux and Ubuntu are almost same. There are many similarity between Kali Linux and Ubuntu. Also, the package and software for Ubuntu can be installed in Kali Linux, and also the package for Debian can be installed in Kali Linux. Mainly, the package name as .deb extension can be directly installed by double clicking in Kali Linux. Also, Ubuntu has a software center, although but Kali Linux has no software center because the development process of Kali Linux is slower than the Ubuntu. It is open source. You can also download the Kali Linux source file and modify as you need. If you have any programming knowledge and also Python knowledge, then you can also make your own shell code and also bash script in Kali Linux PC and use for this purpose. Okay. In my experience, uh, what I have seen, Kali Linux is the most and good operating system than others operating system. Also, Kali Linux, before Kali Linux, Backtrack also a very popular operating system. Hacking, you how much of how much experience you have in different operating system you will get more opportunities in hacking. So do not rely on one or two operating system, because when you will go to system hacking in advanced mode or forensic mode, then you will uh, have need to have good knowledge on the various operating system and their file system also. That will give you advantage in forensic. So Kali Linux also have a good feature of forensics or live city. You can run the Kali Linux in live mode from the ISO file. When you installing the Kali Linux, then it will prompt for live option. You can go from there. Without installing, you can test the Kali Linux from there. Okay, so now it is configuring. Use a network mirror. It is asking for use a network mirror. So I will select here no and then continue. Now it will configuring the apt. Apt means the package manager. Package manager for Kali Linux. The yum is the package manager for Linux, and apt is the package manager for Ubuntu and Kali Linux. Click here continue. Package manager helps to download or install the packages in your operating system. So it is very important to configure your package manager first. So it is taking time for package manager. Now it is installing the grab bootloader on hard disk. Okay, the grab bootloader helps to start the operating system, so it is very important to not avoid it. So install grab bootloader to master boot record. Yes, select yes and then click on continue, and then select DFSD hard disk. Okay, then click continue. It will finish the installation. Okay, now your installation is complete. click on continue. You have to wait for some time until the installation is finished. Okay, installation finished, and now it is asking for selecting the operating system you want to load. If you click on enter, press on enter, then it will automatically start, or if you do not press any key, it will automatically start the Kali Linux after a few seconds. So now my Kali Linux is starting. Wait, yes, the username is by default root, and password I have given 123. Okay, yes, almost done. From here, now it is the half screen showing here, so I will make it full screen by click on settings from the right corner, then display, display, and resolution will be here I have selected 1280 into 768, but maybe here will be 13133, but not available here, so no problem. I am using the approximate value, so it is now big screen. So now my Kali Linux is installed and ready to use. Then you have, first of all, you have to update the operating system by right click on the desktop and open terminal, or you may open your terminal from the right shortcut menu, terminal, and just type sudo apt get upt. Sudo means super user do. As you are seeing the hash symbol here, it is already as super user mode, so you may also delete the sudo from here. Just type apt get update. Segmentation fault reading package list done. I mentioned in previous lecture that you have to update your repository. For that, just click cd slash or nano is the editor slash etc apt source list. Okay, here is the repository list. See that there is no repository, or here in the beginning hash means all the repositories are disabled here. So now I will add repository. Nano slash apt source list. So add here dot dev http clone forward slash http that dot kali dot org slash kali, then space kali rolling space main contrib space non free, and then dev http clone /all dot kali dot org slash kali sana main non free contrib. Add these two lines in the repository and then press Ctrl X from your keyboard and then press Y and then press enter. Now again run the command apt-get update. So see there, it is updating your Kali Linux. So it is your main task that after installing your Kali Linux, first you have to update the Kali Linux, otherwise some software in or package will not work properly and you will face many difficulties there. Okay, so you have to wait until the installation complete. Sometimes you may need to update your operating system source after 1 week or 2 weeks to make your all software workable in Kali Linux. So it is now installing the packages from the source list. Okay, after this your Kali Linux is ready for use. See there, when installing I have given a name as Kali, that is the name of Kali. Here the username is using, here is the username root and the domain is host name is Kali. Okay, so your package is installed. So now I want to see the user. For that type who am I. You are now as root user, and where in which directory I am working. For that type pwd /root. My present directory is /root. Okay, so this is all about the environment setup, and I will show you how to pen test on a WordPress website in my next tutorial. Okay, so remain good until I back. Okay.